In today's episode, I'm going to show you how to create a time budget to get more done. Perspective plans with new videos and podcasts weekly. Join our Patreon at patreon.com/perspective plans for exclusive videos and more. Visit perspectiveplans.com for all of your planner and stationery needs. Only at Perspective Plans, helping you plan for what's to come. Do you budget your time like a boss or like a gremlin on energy drinks? Let's face it, to-do lists are like rabbits. They multiply way too fast. 1 minute you're writing send email and suddenly you've got 42 tasks, 3 post-its, and a nervous twitch. But here's the truth bomb. Maybe it's not that you have too much to do. Maybe you're just not giving your time a game plan. And that's where time budgeting struts in like a productivity superhero wearing a spreadsheet cape. What is time budgeting anyway? Time budgeting is basically telling your time where to go instead of wondering where it all went. You treat your hours like money in a wallet, except instead of accidentally blowing it all on lattes and online shopping, you're blowing it on scrolling LinkedIn and avoiding that one weird task that gives you hives. It's like budgeting your paycheck, but instead of rent, groceries, and Netflix, your categories are emails, meetings, crying, and Slack. Kidding. Well, mostly. Why should you care? Because otherwise your day looks like this. Do the easy stuff first and avoid the big stuff forever. Procrastinate until your to-do list forms a sentient being. Multitask yourself into oblivion and get nothing done. Or budget your time like a legend, prioritize like a pro, and actually finish things without losing your mind. Time budgeting helps you focus on what actually matters. Hint, not inbox zero. Avoid turning your day into a chaos burrito. Set boundaries so people stop booking meetings at 4:59 p.m. Stop wasting energy on low-value stuff, aka email ping pong. Real-life example, meet the digital marketer of doom. You've got a mountain of work, 5 social media captions, 1 email campaign, 1 team meeting, research, which can take forever sometimes, draft an entire ebook, and cry about it later. Without a time budget, you're basically vibing through the chaos like I'll just do whatever feels fun until I panic at 3 p.m. But with a time budget, you break it down. Block time based on brain power levels. Actually finish things instead of staring into the void. Bonus, it plays well with others. Time budgeting is BFFs with time blocking. Put your task in calendar jail. Pomodoro technique. Sprints plus snack breaks equals focus. Eisenhower matrix, because not everything is a fire. Getting things done, GTD, aka productivity for nerds. Bottom line, when you budget your time, you design your day instead of letting your day drive you around like a bumper car at a productivity carnival. And hey, if all else fails, just budget in a nap. Power moves only. The process of time budgeting, or how to finally stop living in calendar chaos. You might regret it if you open 10 browser tabs and suddenly forget why you're alive. You've rescheduled the same task so many times, it's practically your pet. Your day is jam-packed, but at night you're still wondering what you actually did for the day. You keep saying, I'll get organized next week, and now it's, 2037. If that sounds like your life on a Tuesday, or even every day, don't worry, you're not broken. You just really need a game plan. Time budgeting is here to save your sanity, one chunk at a time. Step 0. Do a time audit before you budget. Before you build a perfect day, take a look at what you're actually doing right now. Spoiler, it's probably not what you think you're doing. Track your time for 2 to 3 days. Yes, all of it. Even the just checking Instagram for 5 minutes that actually turns into watching raccoon rescue videos for 45 minutes. Log what you're doing. Start and end times. Track your energy levels, fully caffeinated versus existential dread. Distractions, Slack, TikTok, your dog suddenly needing emotional support. When you're done, check for time leaks. You'll find them. Trust me, it's like cleaning under your couch. You're always shocked by what's been hiding under there. Step 1, identify your key priorities. Think of this like your to-do list going through a Top Chef elimination round. Which tasks deserve your attention today? Which ones can you delegate to your coworker, roommate, or even a cat? Which ones can be lovingly ignored until they stop sending you passive-aggressive notifications? Focus only on what has to get done today. The rest can wait, disappear, or be added to a future me folder you never want to open. Step 2, allocate time blocks and be real with yourself. Once you know your priorities, start blocking off time for them. This is where you start pretending you can write a thesis, clean your house, and run a marathon before lunchtime. If you're a morning person, use your 9 a.m. brain juice on the hard stuff. Save your easier tasks for your 3 p.m. slump. When you're functioning at spilled coffee on shirt energy, example breakdown, 8 through 9, work out or at least put on workout clothes and stare at them. 9 through 12, deep work like writing, coding, or even fighting Excel formulas. 1 through 2, pretend to eat a healthy lunch while doom scrolling. 2 through 4 p.m., admin work or even meetings you can mostly nod through. Step 3, set priorities within your time blocks because chaos sneaks in anyway. So you've got your blocks. Now give each task within them a role in the productivity Hunger Games. P1, must be done or your whole system explodes. P2, important but can wait until you refill your coffee cup. P3, nice to haves, aka if I finish this, I'm a productivity god. Bonus tip, build in buffer time, always. You're not a robot, you're a human who gets sidetracked by snack cravings and a spontaneous dog video. Step 4, review and adjust like a time budgeting wizard. Check regularly. What worked, what flopped harder than your last attempt at meal prepping? Ask yourself, did you actually do what you planned on doing? Do you need more time for certain tasks? Are you overestimating how long things take because you assume you're secretly Superman? Keep tweaking your system until it fits like your favorite hoodie, comfortable, functional, and mildly covered in a few toast crumbs. Why time budgeting is basically adulting on hard mode, but totally worth it. Let's be honest, time budgeting is the broccoli of productivity. You know it's good for you, but it feels like a chore. Still, just eating your greens, it pays off big time. Time budgeting forces you to make all the tough what do I do with my life decisions before the chaos of the day kicks in. That means fewer panicked coffee-fueled decisions and more calm, collected, I've got this energy. Imagine this, you start your day knowing exactly what to tackle and when. Instead of spiraling into TikTok at 10 a.m., you're knocking out the big stuff while your brain is still caffeinated and functioning. Take this scenario, your tooth has been throbbing for about a week, but you've been avoiding the dentist like it's your ex at the grocery store. With time budgeting, you slot that appointment in the morning, rip off the Band-Aid, and suddenly your whole day feels lighter. You even smile again, with teeth that no longer want revenge. Moral of the story, budgeting your time helps you slay your to-do list like a boss and enjoy that weirdly satisfying feeling of checking things off. Why most time budgets crash and burn, and how to keep yours alive. Even the best time budget can go off the rails faster than you can say unexpected Zoom meeting. Here's why they fail and how to save yours from going full dumpster fire. Too rigid. You're not a robot unless you are, in which case, nice typing. Add some buffer time between tasks so a 10-minute delay doesn't wreck your entire work schedule. Too vague. Work on blog is code for check Twitter and panic. Instead, write outline intro plus draft 2 sections. Clear, doable, less scary. No tracking system. Without tracking, you're just guessing with vibes. Use time tracking to see where your hours are actually vanishing off to. No accountability. If no one's checking your time budget, it's basically just an optional wish list. Review your week, notice what worked, and tweak what exactly didn't. Yes, it's like therapy, but with calendars. Pomodoro versus time blocking, the ultimate showdown. Let's break it down like a productivity rap battle. Technique, strengths, time blocking, plan your day, hour by hour, hello structure. You want to protect focus and avoid chaos. Pomodoro 25-minute work plus 5-minute breaks equals brain stamina booster. Pro tip, use both. Time block a task, like write blog posts from 10 through 12. Then Pomodoro your way through it. That way your brain gets to work and rest, like a productivity seesaw. If you can dream it, you can do it. Walt Disney. I just want to take a moment to thank our patrons and channel members. This episode would not be possible without your support. Thank you. And if you would like to support the show, visit patreon.com/perspective plans today. Thank you so much for stopping by and pressing play. I truly appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments or your podcast review what tip you'll be using. Keep planning for what's to come, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.